up, Whiny Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Blue Lock episode Nagi chapter 34. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. If you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable little Bubba Kitty, who's somewhere around here, and this operation, well, literally alive and kicking, so we could keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Ko-Fi. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon, where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we could have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Dragon Ball Daima, which we cover in both the sub and the dub. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 patron, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there's a stacked spring anime season in full swing, in which we are covering Ranger Reject Season 2, Fire Force Season 3, Vigilante, Boku no Hero Academia Legals, and Witch Watch. And there's even more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. And also tonight, aka May 8th, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're going to have a little bit of a fun, chill live stream. And I hope you guys come and join it. So the link to that will be in the description box below as well. So the timing of this chapter is very, very interesting, because where Nagi is at in the main manga, he has truly hit rock bottom. And where we're at here in episode Nagi is we're seeing Nagi go up against, well, the world's best, so to speak. So let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. And Nagi looks so cute. He looks so cute. And this chapter is titled Never Wake Up from This Dream. The title is interesting, isn't it? So we got, there you go. Rayo side rivalry battle, 4 versus 4. Wait, not getting through. Try to stop me, Braid Speeder. Ooh, what? That's the dribbling move I made earlier. And he just perfectly copied it? You're good. Goal in my color. I'll win with my goal. Nagi side third selection, World All-Star battle. There's Nagi. No sneak attacks. Think twice, brat. I'll crush you. Come on then, World All-Stars. Slipping past you. Let's go, Zatetsu. What? That ego is fine by me, selfish Seishiro. Like, there's the difference between Nagi here versus Nagi in the main manga. There's life. There's fire here. Whereas in the main manga, he's like lifeless. As I said, he's hit rock bottom. Ooh, whoa. What? For real? There. Keep my speed up, foot to shoulder, double touch. Ooh, huh? Is he an acrobat? Yeah. I'll smash up the world. Don't get picky about how to score goals. Let's go, Ikaguri. Think of me as Shidao. Huh? Okay, here we go. 3 treasures. Go for it, jack of all trades, prince. Focus on the goal. Ultimate focus. Whoa, purple top knot. Yeah! Isn't that my move? See, this is why Rayo was able to move forward. And this is why a lot of teams have interest in Rayo. Is because he could copy. His copy ability is very, very valuable. Ooh, there's the goal. Yeah, smash it in. Eat this, world. Huh? I thought I got past everyone. Too slow, too slow. There's Loki. He's too fast. That's at human speed. Picking a fight with us on your own? Aren't you afraid of anything? Seems familiar, doesn't it? He's the same as you, Loki, even though you look down on us. No way, I respect you guys. You were all amazing until I showed up. He really does look down on us. Jackass. That's what I like about you, Loki, you bastard. He rushed in from outside my field of vision. What a monster. But maybe we are the same. Blessed with talent and not afraid of anything. But to put it another way, when you learn fear, it will destroy you. I'm just thinking about it. Like, with Nagi, when Nagi was in that final game in Manshine, hold on, let me pull this up. Something he said in chapter 298. He said, right now, when he said about, he said, when you're around, I end up relying on you in terms of Rayo. But now I know you can fight on your own, so I need to do the same. Rayo, right now is the first time I feel scared of losing you. And let's go back to what Loki said here. And in terms of picking a fight on his own. Aren't you afraid of anything? And then let's go here. But maybe we are the same. Blessed with talent and not afraid of anything. But to put it in another way, when you learn fear, it will destroy you. And look what we saw. If you are not up to date with Blue Lock, the main Blue Lock manga, why? You were being spoiled. You have to deal with it. But look what happened in the main Blue Lock manga when Nagi let fear get the best of him. It did ultimately destroy him. It did. And hell, I talked about it in my Blue Lock Live reaction the other day about how there was this foreshadowing back in chapter, I think it was 245, with his conversation, Nagi's conversation with Baro, about how he was kind of lost too. And there was a little bit of that fear going on as well. About not knowing what he was going to do. But yeah, damn! I love the connection here. Hurry up, Rayo. The world has so many unexpected creatures. So there we go. So Rayo's side, his team won 5-3. Yeah, we won. We survived. Hail the 3 treasures. That was one hell of a shot, Rayo-pan. Nice going. Thanks. Why didn't you tell us you were hiding that weapon? Huh? Weapon? I was just copying. I'll never catch up to the prodigies like this. Huh? Oh, gotcha. Oh, guess this guy doesn't realize that his copying ability is his rare talent. So who are we taking? Let's get the Braid guy. He was the coolest. Yeah, come on, Ranze Corona. Thanks. Hey, Purple Top Knot. Don't misjudge your explosion, Mr. Chameleon. Ooh, that's my boy. I love Shido for that. Shido is essentially right. It's a rare type of thing to be able to copy others' abilities like that. Especially like an ability like Shido's. That's hard to do. So the Blue Lock second selection rivalry battle. All right, Team Brink of Death. 5 members: Shido, Igarashi, Rayo. Let's see. Sakura, Corona. Broke through! Clear! Nagi side, 5-man rooms. A, B, C, D. Oh, they're saying A, B. So they're at the language study. Start with English. So now Zatetsu is learning the alphabet. Oh, God. Zatetsu, oh, my God. You're starting from there? He's trying to act cool by reciting the alphabet. Hi there, I'm ELMENOP, well, you shut the hell up, dumbass. Who's that supposed to be? Your drawing sucks too. You're just as loud as him, Borrow. I can't focus. Huh? I'm the victim here. What a cute dog. This is a monster. Everybody's so loud. Studying is such a pain. When I see Reo, what should we talk about first? How we fought some amazing guys? How I changed in lots of ways? How I'm sorry for saying something so mean? Or when you learn fear, you will break. That's the last thing Loki said to you. Figured I'd translate it for you. Huh? Thanks, Kiora. Fear. What is it I'm afraid of? That I'll never beat Asagi? Well, that would be fine. I could just chase after that goal forever. Something scary. Something scary. Well, we know what was scary. Is that it was scared. He was scared of losing Reo. Then we got the bell ringing here. All right, the second selection has just concluded. We now have all the players who will proceed to the third selection. Please put on your scrimmage uniforms and gather in the central joint room. Princess, how's your knee? No problem, it's just fine. There's something I'm scared of. That this fire will disappear. The timing of this chapter! Because we know the fire did disappear. Reo brought me along. I chased after Asagi and won my way back up with these guys. Soccer and Blue Lock keep showing me new versions of myself. I want to stay inside this fire forever. I want to stay excited forever. Will the second cleared team please enter? I want to never wake up from this dream. I want to stay fired up. Hey. Seeing this after what just happened in the most recent chapter of Blue Lock, where we saw we saw Nagi literally hit rock bottom. He was sitting in his room alone with this cactus. He woke up from the dream. But again, the real question, this is something I said this in my Blue Lock Live reaction. I really hope we see in episode Nagi, we see Nagi go through that soul-searching process. I really do. To reignite that fire inside of him. Because I really do think that could happen. It's going to be hard. Yeah, it's going to be hard to do. Because when the majority of athletes lose that fire, it's like nearly impossible to reignite it. Nearly impossible. But some athletes, they manage to do it. We've seen it before. We've seen it in the NFL. The best example is in the NFL is when a player has one of the has what could be what should be a career-ending injury, like Adrian Peterson, for example. You'd think that fire would be gone. You'd think it would, but the man came back with something to prove, and he did. Oh my God! Everyone was calling his knee the robot, a machine. That's what they call him, was a machine. We've seen players come back after like a season break, being gone for like a couple of seasons, and the fire was still there. The fire came back. Just some people, some people just need a breather to, like, just to find themselves. And I think with Nagi being attached to Rhea like he was at Manshine, I think it really did hurt him. He needs to find himself. Like, as I said in my Blue Lock video on Tuesday, and as I'm going to say here, and I said here earlier, it's like what Barrow said. He, you know what? I'm going to read the quote exactly as Barrow said it, because I think it's very important to read it. I think it's very important to read it word for word, and not to paraphrase it. Let me pull it up here, because it's at 2:45. Where are you? It is... It's right here. It's after, Nagi's asking these questions to Barrow about, like, what, was driving him. Like, what's with those half-assed, weak-willed questions all of a sudden? Besides, right now, you're not even annoying. The hell's up with that? It's like your hunger to become stronger is gone. I can't even feel your usual pain-in-the-ass competitive fervor anymore. All I see now is a loser pretending to fight because he's lost his edge. Go hit rock bottom, despair, and die, you wimp. Unless you do some serious soul-searching with that half-assed ego, you won't stand a chance on the world stage. And let's look at what Nagi said here in this chapter. There is something there is something I'm scared of, that this fire will disappear. Ryo brought me along. I chased after Asagi and won my way back up with these guys. Sakura and Blue Lock keep showing me new versions of myself. I want to stay inside this fire forever. I want to stay excited forever. I want to never wake up from this dream. I want to stay fired up. So what do you guys, based on what Barrow said, based on what Nagi said here, and based on what ultimately we saw happen with Nagi recently, where Nagi, lost the fire and ultimately hit rock bottom. I think because, in my opinion, because he was so dependent on Ryo, he wasn't able to have that soul-searching experience that he needed. And I think because of all the shit that was happening with Manshine, like pressuring him, I think even then, even before the shit with Ryo, I think he lost his ability to have that moment to soul search as well. He never got it. He never got that moment to soul search. But now that he has nobody there to breathe down his neck, and now that he is in solitude, now he will be able to soul search. And that is as I said, this is something that I hope we're going to see in episode Nagi. And speaking of, I hope we're going to see when we get to the Neo-Egoist League, and, to the point where, Barrow has that intervention moment with Nagi. I hope we get to see Nagi's point of view as well here in episode Nagi. I do. I want to know what's going through his head at that point. I want to know, everything leading up to that point as well. I want to know, all the fuckery that happens, as I said, post being booted. And do I still think that there is a chance that he comes back to Blue Lock? Well, here's the thing. I'm going to point out Shida for a second. Because we did, there, with Shida, I know it's a special thing. With Shida, he was out of control. But he did come back to Blue Lock. He did. Despite being out of control and wild. And then obviously there was the wild card shit. But again, this could be me coping. But I gotta wonder if Nagi does somehow reignite that fire, if Ego will bring him back in. That's the only thing I can think of. I just don't think that this is the end of Nagi. I don't. Yeah, there's the professional teams as well, but I feel like Nagi could have a similar journey to as Shidao, where he goes on a professional team and has that like reawakening, kind of like how Shidao was able to like have his cells explode. Like if he has like a moment like with Sei, for example, where Sei is able to like wake him the fuck up, kind of like, as I said, like Sei did with Shidao, I could definitely see, I think I could see that. And if this chapter is giving any indication, I could see like someone like Loki do that too. Because of what, I want to go back to what Loki said in this chapter, is that Loki said that he and Nagi were the same, blessed with talent and not afraid of anything. But to put it another way, when you learn fear, it will destroy you. But that's why I'm like, I gotta wonder if we will see Loki come to rescue Nagi. As kind of like with Sei and Shidao, I gotta wonder if Loki will rescue Nagi. Chris could, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I feel like Loki would be the one to do it. Because as he said, they're very much alike. If anyone would do it, I think Loki would. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What you guys think about this chapter and how it foreshadows where Nagi is at right now, hitting rock bottom. And do you think, because of what Loki said, do you think it's going to be Loki will be the one to help pull Nagi out of this rut? Because, as he said, they're so much alike. And do you think that this is going to be kind of similar to what we saw with Shidao? Like how we saw Shidao and Sei work together. And maybe from there we'll see like Nagi come back. But that's just how I picture it. I really do picture, like, based on this chapter, I do picture Loki being the one to knock some sense into Nagi. And I'm just thinking about it even more. Like, remember, Charles was kind of like this too. Charles is very much a problem child. Well, Charles is more like a Shidao, like, problem child, but Charles didn't have any motivation. He didn't. And it took Shidao to, like, really get him into gear, let's be real. But I just feel like out of anyone, I feel like, especially after this chapter, it's going to be Loki to do it. I just don't see Chris doing it. I could maybe see Sei doing it, but I don't know. Or do you think it's just going to be Nagi just having to figure it out himself in solitude? Which is, again, another possibility as well, because he does need to have that soul. He needs to figure it out and have that soul-searching moment. But the other thing is, too, I just feel like, remember what we saw with Barrow and Snuffy? We had that kind of situation happening. That's why I'm like, at the same time, that's why I'm like, I got a feeling that Loki's going to be the one to help Nagi. I just do. Just that's what my gut's telling me. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Blue Lock content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.